So I got the trailer out, got it hooked up to the truck. So that means I will be stopping somewhere tomorrow and picking something up. So if you remember from a previous video, I showed this same exact clip, and I am going to show you in this video what I picked up and a little bit of what I did with it. So there we go. I got another load of steel, and this is going to be perfect for my sawmill to stack my lumber on. I've already used one of the other ones that I brought home for this, and it works out great. It's perfect for 12-foot long boards. So, wow, the mosquitoes are just crazy. I think one's trying to suck my phone's blood. You only get battery juice from that. But yeah, never mind. I know my straps look kind of wonky. That strap actually just got pinched. He was loading it with a forklift, and that strap right there just got pinched, pushing the pallets forward to get it more centered on the trailer, because he had to load it from the back side. That's the only way he could pick them up. And it's a really small forklift. Now, he did all of these at once with his little real small forklift, and I thought for sure that back tires were going to come up off the ground. They wanted to. They really wanted to, but I guess he didn't want to take the time to load them separate. I kind of figured he would have just done 2 and 2, but he wanted to do them all at once, I guess. So, and then he ended up pushing on the back end of it to get it centered over the trailer a little bit better, so that we wouldn't have a problem towing it home. So yeah, that's why that one strap is really wonky. It's not my fault, I promise. I'm not quite that bad. And then the pieces of metal up on top, I didn't really want them. They're really thin, pretty junky, but I did not want to cause him any problems, because I would like to be able to do this at least, I think at least one more time. Maybe not this year, maybe next year, but I think if I could get at least one more set, I would be happy. So, but that is what I picked up. Now I have to see if I can get it up my driveway. And then you're probably wondering why I have it sitting up on top of those pallets. It's because it's just barely, now this side's pretty even with the fenders, but it's just barely, just a few inches too wide to fit in between the fenders. So I had to get above the fenders so I don't destroy them, because those fenders are not designed to hold weight on top of them. So that is why it is like that. So yep, now I just need to get the tractor out and get these things unloaded. Here we go. This shows you the 12-foot long ones. So those are actually almost 13-foot long boards, but it works out really good. The frame is, I thought I measured them out and it was 11 feet long, but I have to remeasure it. It might be 12 foot long. But it works out really good for what I need to be able to stack my lumber on. And free is always a good price to pay. Okay, so I got it up into the driveway. It is raining, just a drizzle, but I'm not going to leave my phone out in the rain on the tripod. So I am going to work on getting this unloaded, because as far as I'm concerned, this rain is a little bit of a blessing, because it's not killing off the mosquitoes all the way. It's not getting them all gone, but it is cutting down their numbers quite a bit. So while it's raining like this, I'm going to take advantage of the mosquitoes being hiding somewhere else, being somewhere else, whatever they're doing. take advantage of it while I can. So far it's going pretty smooth. They're stacking right on top of each other again. Of course, I'm just doing them one at a time because that's hanging out there a long ways on that tractor, just like I showed you in the last video. You get 12 extra feet hanging way out there. That's a lot of weight, and I don't have enough counterweight on my tractor to do 2 or 3 of those at one time, and I wouldn't want to anyway, because I wouldn't want to have that much counterweight on my tractor. You just end up overworking the tractor and tearing things up and wearing tires out sooner. One at a time is just fine with me. I'm almost done, so I'm happy. And then I'll get the pallets all stacked up, and I'll come in sideways here. I'll pick it up, pick the stack up. I'll pick this corner of the stack up, and I'll twist it around that way so it tucks it back in there a little bit better. It won't be hanging out in the driveway nearly as much. That's the plan. So it was really easy to grab the pallets at the back of the trailer. But what about the pallets at the front of the trailer? Now I could pick each one of them up, carry it to the back, and stack it down. But as old as I am, I decided I would rather use my tractor to pull those pallets to the back for me. So I don't know if any of you ever saw a pallet puller before. And problem's going to be that the bottom board is oak. So oak is a tougher wood, and it's a little bit harder for the teeth on the pallet puller to grip in. Hopefully it doesn't just slide off. I am going to attempt to show you how this pallet puller works, and most of the time you're not doing this with empty pallets. It's just easier to pick up the pallets, haul them to the back by hand, stack them down. But usually you're doing this with a load, and a lot of the times the pallets are inside reefer trailers that, you know, they have walls and stuff, you can't get to them. Not flatbed trailers, but the regular reefer trailers or Connexes. I did this a lot when I worked at Diversified Tire, pulling pallets out of Connexes from the nose of the Connex all the way back. And it worked like a charm. Real easy, made life a lot easier, because whenever the delivery drivers would show up and they don't have a pallet jack in their truck, we'd just use the pallet puller to get them to the back. I guess I probably should explain this just a little bit more. Now, I bought this actually to use to pull small trees out of the ground. So that's why it's covered. That is why it's covered in dirt. But it works really well for this. It's going to be really hard to do this one-handed. But generally the idea is squish it down, put it into the pallet as far as you can get it, and then as it pulls, it gets tighter. Have a chain hooked to it. That chain is then run back and hooked to some part on your forklift or your tractor or whatever, and you just pull back on it. Easy peasy. It's a pretty easy process, or simple process. I'll just show you it in action. I'm gonna tell you, this is not as easy as it looks. Because how you're sitting on a tractor and the bars on the forks, you can't even see the forks. You have no idea. You're kind of guesstimating where they're actually going into. So this is a little bit tougher than it actually looks. I'm getting better at it, but I am by no means an expert. On a regular forklift, you can always see exactly where your forks are going, and it's so much easier. Okay, so I am headed to town to run a quick errand. I won't video a whole lot here as I am driving, but I am headed to town for a quick errand. I'll show you when I get there. So I am at Donut King in Wasilla, Alaska, and I am gonna head inside and pick out a dozen donuts to say thank you to the people who gave me that scrap metal or that racking for my sawmill. I really appreciate it, and to me it's really worth it. I don't know that they're gonna let me video or film in there. I certainly hope they at least let me take a couple pictures. So they did let me film, and realized that it is later in the day. It's about 10:30 in the morning, so that's why you see so many empty spots. They had lots of donuts still to replace these, but they'd just gone through a rush and they were really busy. Really nice gentleman let me videotape in the store, and he just asked that I would say that he's going to change Donut King to Cafe Rico. January 1st, the name is going to change to Cafe Rico, but what they offer is a great product. So not only did I buy a dozen donuts to give away, but I had to buy a dozen donuts for myself. And anybody who has ever had fresh baked donuts over donuts that they sell in the grocery stores now as fresh baked, they definitely will know the difference. There's a huge difference in what grocery stores sell compared to what an actual bakery sells for fresh baked donuts. Here we are, we're on our way to Big Lake. It is drizzling out, hence kind of another reason why I did this trip today. It's been raining and drizzling all day, so I can't really get on the sawmill, and I really did want to say thank you to these guys. And I wish it was a sunny day. I wish I could give you better views while I'm driving around, but really, it's so cloudy, there's really not much of a view. One of the things you find in Alaska is you think you're out in the middle of nowhere, and there's a Napa building. They're everywhere. I don't really advertise that I have a YouTube channel. So there's some people I will ask if I really want to video or film in their location, and there's other places where I just don't even let them know. I'm not out here to sit and promote my YouTube channel and push it on people. I want people who want to watch my videos to watch my videos, not people who think they have to, you know. So. And if you've made it this far in this video, thank you very much. I really do appreciate you sticking around. because this is just kind of a fun trip for me, and I thought I would bring you along on my fun trip. And we are almost there. Gas station's right up here. We're gonna make a right-hand turn real quick right before the roundabout, and I will be dropping off this dozen donuts. Definitely is prettier since the green has come out. Alright, here I go. I'm going to make my turn, so I'll catch up with you after I drop off the donuts. And then this is kind of the portion of Big Lake that I know about. There's a lot more people live back farther. I won't follow the road down and stuff, but this is the main road through my area of Big Lake, at least. I'm not going to say I'm an expert, but this is just the area that I frequent. Library is off on the right. Three Bears is up on the left up here, and they have a convenience store and a grocery store all in one, all on the same property. And now we are on Hollywood, and I am headed home. I still have stuff to do. I have projects. Ooh, garage sale. Open. Huh, should I turn around and see what they have? Maybe. So the garage sale was a bust. Followed the road down for a ways to a dead end, and there was no garage sale happening. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this video right here. I just want to thank you for watching this edition of Not So Remote Alaska. And until next time, may God bless and keep each and every one of you. And with that, I am out.